All right.
Do I need to resituate or anything?
No, just be like you
I like
are.
the mysterious Pete Austin.
The mysterious.
You catch the side of my face.
Omnipotent. Paranormal.
That's right.
Are we going to discuss the paranormal?
I hope so. I
element
think we're in the
of
right
our
room for it. Check that thing out.
I did. My cousin called me the other day, Maddie, and he said that they were going ghost hunting. There was a group of people, they go and they take a recorder, and they go into this house and they ask a bunch of questions and they record like all the sound and they go back and analyze it later to see if there are any answers given. Apparently
cool.
there are groups of people who go do that now.
Sounds like a waste of time.
I don't have any reason not to believe in that.
Yeah.
So they can prove to me ghosts don't exist. I think they probably did.
Yeah.
You're ghost agnostic.
I am a ghost agnostic, that's right. That's good stuff right there.
Josh's old lady doesn't like staying in her house, but she didn't because she thinks there are ghosts in the front room.
Really?
Really?
Like the Canadian?
That's why.
Why? Did something happen?
He moved away because his girlfriend thought your house was.
I don't know. I haven't had any problems.
Ghosts in the front room.
Those are just
so one basic thing I want you guys to talk about is trying to figure out, man, there's been kind of an evolution with the band, just to figure out like how you guys know each other.
Yeah.
There's a chronology there. It doesn't have to be in chronological order, but like who knows whom and how do you guys know each other?
Okay.
All right.
People always ask that, like, how the fuck do you guys come from so far apart and know each other?
Yeah. And usually they don't say fuck, they usually say.
How the
So,
fuck?
gentlemen.
Should they speak
How are you, young Joe?
Yes, you might want to speak a little bit louder.
Do we not
Louder?
look at the camera? Is that
You
the
know,
idea?
I mean, we were kind of visualizing. One of the things we put you in the circle for was just like
Look at each other.
that you could kind of be like talking amongst each other,
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah,
I think-
you don't need to look at the camera.
Okay.
I think if
cool.
you look at the camera, then it has to be like the rule that you're looking at the camera, which is going to be weird for so many guys to kind of have your back turned. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
You know. So just talk to each
It's
other.
more of a sitcom where they always leave this side of the table open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
No one
you're
ever
like
sits on that side of the kitchen.
That's right.
It's like
Uh,
Obama McCain. Just talk to each other.
Talk to each other. God, that was awkward. I guess the first meeting of anybody was me and Daryl.
Yeah.
You were playing a gig with Tim at, what was that place?
Beanstalk.
The Beanstalk Coffee House. And I came in and saw you guys jamming on. You had like really long hair. Totally Grateful Dead style. Tie-dye. You definitely were wearing tie-dye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's standard.
I'm sad I missed that era.
That was an era. Actually, as soon as he moved to Virginia, it was gone, right?
Yeah, I shaved my head before I graduated from college.
There were some early band photos with some big hair. Big hair, Daryl.
They
It came
tried
back
to
a
come
little
back.
bit.
but
And
they
me
never
too,
did.
man.
I don't think it ever got the ponytail
Is
length.
this all Charleston?
No, this was Boone, North Carolina. I moved down there one summer and to work at this summer camp, and I was out seeing some music, just like checking out Boone, and Daryl was playing guitar. They had like a guitar duo, the acoustic stuff, and they were like strumming and singing and playing, I guess, Grateful Dead stuff.
Yeah, probably.
But taking like, I remember thinking like you were taking all these super bad solos, just like ripping it up on the guitar.
Single string
Which is
solos,
awesome
man.
because now, like when we jam on guitars, I realize there's still awesome solos that we take on the guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were just like shredding guitar back in the day. Or
I
what.
did. That was the main joint.
Yeah, and then
Um,
somehow the bass happened.
Yeah, you came up to us after the gig, just like, hey, I'm here for the summer. I'm gonna play some music. I don't know anybody. So you came over to Tim's house, or our house where we lived,
Yeah,
and you brought a 12-pack of Corona,
yeah.
your conga drum, and your
Classical guitar.
classic guitar.
And I drank the
What a
entire
weirdo.
12-pack of Corona, which is very rare. Because you
For a
guys didn't
classical
like
guitarist.
Corona or something.
Yeah,
Nobody
we
wanted
were
any
probably
Corona.
drinking Schlitz.
Yeah, it's the Schlitz Corona, two opposing teams.
We wrote a bunch of cool songs.
We did. We wrote a whole. But we didn't write them then. That summer we just. I guess maybe we did.
Isn't that where,
Great song.
didn't you all write Old School Freight Train, the song?
Yeah.
We did. We wrote a song called Old School Freight Train.
Where did that name come from?
Well, it was You explained it last night, didn't you?
Came from various places, man. Came from the mist.
The mist. The song that,
Cloud. I think it appeared to me from a burning bush or something.
Yeah.
and the song begot the band.
Yeah.
And so that was, I guess that was 2 years before we both graduated from college.
Would you had at that time? I remember you let me dog 90 for the summer, so I listened to that record the whole time. Before that, I had been playing classical music, man, classical guitar. That's all I played.
And then you learned all the John Carlini guitar parts.
I did. I learned all the licks off that record.
When you came back from that summer is when we got our band together. I
When
think.
I came to William and Mary, we met. We started
Who Brown.
Who Brown?
Legendary, man.
Yeah, the band was called Who
I
Brown.
thought it was Who Brown.
No.
That'd be better.
It was Who Brown.
We had
We
a
had a-
whole character, Who Brown, that
Yeah.
this whole thing was based around. And
There was an ostrich. That
An ostrich
This
was
guy.
involved.
That the idea was this character, Who Brown, had this pet ostrich that he walked around with.
yeah, we used to read, like during the set break, we'd like read
Start the
these
show with
stories
with a story. Greg
Yeah,
Landrigan would
that our
write
buddy
a couple
wrote, yeah.
stories about this character, Who Brown, and yeah, we'd start out with this instrumental like jam, and he would read kind of like jazz poetry over the front of it.
Some weird times.
Yeah, those were good old days. And that was when Ben lived in Williamsburg too.
Yeah, we had band.
Or no, he was at UVA then at Charlottesville.
Yeah, we had that band for a year or two,
Just a year, I think.
and then when we all graduated, it was gonna be like, well, everyone graduated except for me, and then we decided that when I got back from the summer, we were gonna have a band.
Yeah.
And then I got back, y'all picked me up at the Richmond airport, and Daryl was there.
And you guys joined us on Ben and I had that gig at Virginia Beach
Yeah.
all summer.
Yeah.
Beach Street, USA, where we stood on a box on like whatever that Beach Avenue, like the main strip
Atlantic
there,
Avenue. Yep.
Atlantic Avenue. And we stood on those boxes and played, and people would yell at us when they walked by. I remember that.
How many
Everybody-
years ago was that?
Oh god, I don't know.
8 years ago.
8 years.
8 years, yeah.
People would just yell, "Pack that shit up!" Like, every time. 'Cause we were
the
playing
mantra.
bluegrass. We were playing bluegrass at the beach, and people were cruising by in like lowrider trucks and like Harleys and stuff, and they would yell at us. Oh, it was awesome. And then
That
after
was the
that
birth-
was the summer that we went to Galax,
Yeah.
or maybe it was the next summer. I'm not
I
sure.
think it was, I don't know. I thought it was that summer. I remember you had the car that you borrowed.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it would have been right after I graduated, man. That was it. That was the summer. We went to Galax, and that was where we met you.
Yeah.
And you were all, it was crazy because you were like hip hop, completely hip hop, dressed up like straight out of a rap video. Had the hat turned sideways, right?
You're right.
Me and Daryl, I guess you weren't there at
You
Galax.
had
No,
probably some
I-
It was
sort
me
of,
and Daryl and Ben.
Had a yellow
sports
Mustang.
jersey on.
Yeah, you had that yellow Mustang with the tinted windows, and it was all
Yeah.
tricked out.
Yeah, man.
You
Oh,
were like
the
15
Stang.
years old? 16. You had to have a yellow Mustang. You had to be, well, I don't know if you, at that point,
16
were
years
following the
old.
laws.
I was
Just
buck wild.
I missed that Mustang, man.
I was in the buck wilderness.
in the
Hunting them.
We were at Waffle House this morning, and this guy said, what did he say, his wife?
He's talking about a second wife, and that's
Yeah.
why she was my second wife, and I don't have a third wife.
Yeah.
My second wife's in the buck wilderness.
He said she was buck wild. He was living in the buck wilderness.